Historical tourism isn't everybody's cup of tea, and certainly not mine. However, I was pleasantly surprised that in the small town of Ypres, one can find a plethora of resources dedicated to the remembrance of World War I and the soldiers that fought and died protecting democracy over 100 years ago. First off, you should visit the In Flanders Field Museum. Here visitors will be confronted with the consequences of the Great War. Excellent multimedia displays, personal stories, and exhibits of weapons, uniforms, and much more can be seen throughout the museum. And for those eager to see Ypres from above, just climb the 231 steps to the top of the bell tower. 9 kilometers away from Ypres, in the small town of Zonnebeke, is the Tyne Cot Cemetery, the largest cemetery of Commonwealth forces in the entire world from any war. Nearly 12,000 soldiers are buried here, and a memorial for almost another 35,000 missing soldiers from the war. Also in Zonnebeke is the Memorial Museum of Passchendaele, which documents the Battle of Passchendaele, one of the most gruesome battles where 500,000 soldiers perished in 100 days to recover only 8 kilometers of land. Several exhibits give an in-depth look of the effects the First World War had on the region, as well as what life was like for soldiers living underground during the war. Back in Ypres, the Menin Gate is the most well-known memorial where every night since 1928 a last post ceremony is hosted to remember all the dead Commonwealth soldiers that fought in the Battle of Ypres. Over 29,000 ceremonies have taken place here over the last 100 years. It is truly amazing to see all the people gather and pay tribute to the people that fought for their freedom nearly a century before. A must-see when visiting the town of Ypres. Over 50,000 soldiers' names are inscribed on the gate, and you can see poppy flowers everywhere, which is the official symbol to tribute those who lost their lives during World War I. To finish the day, I headed to the new Kazematten Brewery, which also has a link to the First World War, as it was used as a British mess hall during the war. Here we gave one last final toast to the soldiers that gave their lives for our freedom. Who knows what the world would look like today without their sacrifices? Visiting Ypres and Zonnebeke is a trip I will remember for a long time. If you are in the region, be sure to stop by and get an up-close and personal perspective of the importance these battles had in the war.